Okay, strat time for this. Note the X mark. Try never to stand there, because that's where you pop out of the cage. So just remember, don't stand there. So what are the green and purple marks for? Periodically, 3 people will be debuffed. I want you to go over in that direction, spread out, and then call your name out. So if I'm cursed or whatnot, I'm going to say Mirosa needs a debuff, or dispel, sorry. Mirosa, dispel. As simple as that. Your name, dispel. Make sure you've left the group, though, because it will splash on everybody else and give everybody torment. If you do not have a mic, no worries. Get over directly into either the purple or the green mark and jump up and down a bunch. The healers will notice and dispel you. If they're so busy that they don't dispel you, wait 10 seconds. It'll fall off of you naturally, but you'll have ticked some damage. The most important thing is that you are out of the group when that expires or is dispelled. So healers, make sure you're not dispelling what'll pop up on your grid before you hear the name or you see them jumping. Biggest thing to be aware of. Okay, so the rest of the fight. We're going to be DPSing primarily Belak. When he does Fell Squall, you need to stop all DPS, pull your pets off, and then go on Atrigan. Once Belak is done channeling Fell Squall, you just go right back on him and keep DPSing them again until he does Fell Squall. It's that easy. While you're DPSing Belak, I need you to interrupt Pangs of Guilt. We need everyone interrupted, otherwise we gain stacks of torment. There are a couple of us who know that he will do, I'm going to call everybody get on Atrigan. 1 or 2 of us stays behind to catch his last Pangs of Guilt cast. But yeah, primarily everybody go to Atrigan, DPS him down for about 10 seconds, return. Once we start the fight, you will have a bar that will show how much torment you have gained. It's pretty much a you done fucked up mechanic for the most part. You can actually go the entire fight if you're DPS without filling the bar. But it requires everyone in the raid to have done it correctly. How do you gain torment? You gain it by standing next to somebody who's dispelled. You get it by hitting the wrong mob at the wrong time. I think that's pretty much it. So don't screw up your placement and don't hit the wrong mob at the wrong time and you're fine. When you get to about 85% of your bar, regardless, what I want you to do is hit your action button. You'll wind up in the cage on Belak's back. You beat the crap out of the ad that's in there. He's like a pinata that drops little orbs. Run over 3 of those orbs, hit your action button again. It will change picture, and you pop back out and you resume DPSing. If you are DPS especially, try to drop an extra AoE or knock a few extra orbs loose for the healers, who obviously will have a harder time getting them. Finally, do not ever hit 100% torment. You will be worthless. You will do almost no DPS, no healing, and you will take a shit ton more damage. So never max out your bar. It's not a challenge to see if you can get the entire fight without filling your bar. Just go in there. It doesn't mean you screwed up. It means somebody else screwed up. So go in there, clear your stacks, come back out, the end. Finally, you will hear the tanks coordinating who goes in the cage and who stays out here to tank Atrigan. When they are talking about swapping, do not go in the cage to clear your stacks. The mob that is in there will 2 or 3 shot you. So make sure you're going in there when a tank is actually in there. Healers, does anybody want to heal the tanks and go in the cage today? Farron, take Ryla. Sin, take Knight.
2, 1.
Okay, first round of dispels are coming up.
Ryla is in the cage.
Good job on the interrupt so far. I'm like the backup. If I see it go too far, I hit it. New round of dispels. Everybody off. On to Atrigan.
Spell Titania. Yeah.
On to Atrigan.
Spell Titania. He's really close to this boss.
Separated a little bit.
Yeah, I might be getting a little splash.
Ryla's coming out.
Okay, going in.
Back to Belak. Everybody switch back to Belak. New round of dispels are coming in.
Light wind spell.
Okay, Okay, don't get hit by Bonesaw over there. If it comes too close, move up a little bit.
Gumletta needs a dispel.
Alright, everybody switch over to Atrigan. Rosa needs a dispel. Thank you.
Narissa needs a dispel.
Ready whenever, Ryla.
Alright, switch back to Belak. Okay, we've had a lot of odd splash, so look at
Okay,
your
Nate.
bars.
Okay, nice.
This
Going
spell's
out.
Rexus. Thank you.
Ryla's going in. If anyone needs to clear stacks, now's a good time.
Yep, I'm going in now just so I can do callouts better.
Outlaw going in.
Just keep a good eye on interrupts since I'm in here.
Ready to switch.
Switch to Atrigan.
Gumletta needs a dispel.
They are far too close together.
Sorry, I had a phone call right in the middle. Sorry.
Damn it, Knight!
Figure something like that. Back
I'm
to
coming
Belak.
out.
Okay, going in.
When you're getting dispelled, make sure you're clear against the wall there. It's splashing out a little bit into the people in the center. Make sure you're checking those bars. I had to go in unusually
Knight,
early.
you go in.
Gumletta needs a dispel.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good, man.
Damn it, Wartic.
Well, Haptic's good, man.
Switch to Atrigan.
Narissa dispel.
Orbs in here if anyone needs to quickly get rid of some debuff.
Healer down.
If we could res the healer.
Knight, if we could switch.
Back
Yep,
to Belak.
Knight going out.
Hurry,
Alright,
hurry.
time to ditch.
Atrigan's gonna bone saw. You don't want to be near it.
Gumletta needs a dispel.
Thalia needs a spell.
Ryla's going in.
Spark in.
On to Atrigan. Switch, switch.
Spell Jabrexus. Spell. Thank you.
I can't do it, I'm out of mana.
Fortunately, it's
Pulled too
over.
early.